Hey, what if I tell you that the version of you that you are disappointed in right now is actually the starting point of your greatest comeback? Not someday, not sometime, but today. If you're really serious about changing your life and your mindset, then make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can make this video your turning point. It may be that currently you are unmotivated and you are not even getting the grades you want. You are a little lost. And let me tell you, your comeback does not start from the point where you are at the top, but it starts from the point where you are at the rock bottom. And your comeback depends on how bad you want it. If you want a comeback really, really bad, then it will come to you. But if you're just wanting a comeback because everyone else is having their comebacks, or you are seeing the trend that you need to have your comeback era, then no matter how much you see those trends or do whatever, you are not going to get it. At the end, your comeback depends on how bad you want it, not because others are saying you need it. So, your comeback is loading if you have the determination to make it loaded and to get it to you. And when I tell you that your comeback is just one decision away from you, I'm not lying. Because how many times would you have failed if I told you that your failure was just 10 times you had to complete that failure before you achieved your success? You might have been willing to be failed, right? You might be willing to get failure just so that you can attain success. You may be willing to fail 10 times a day so that you can get your success after that 10th failure. Am I correct? Yes. This is exactly where we enter our point 2, the identity shift. Until and unless you don't shift your identity from failure to achiever, you are not going to be one. You are not going to attain that mindset, that personality, and not even that comeback. If you want a comeback, you need to have a strong mindset that can withhold a comeback, which can manifest a comeback. So, what type of mindset do you need? What type of identity shift you want to have a comeback? Let's talk about that. You don't need a new routine, a new timetable, a new schedule, or a lot of resources at first. What you really need is an identity shift from a person that you think of yourself as bad to better. With a new identity shift, a better way you need to think about yourself. You need to make your own identity better. So stop saying I'm lazy. Start saying that I am in the process of becoming disciplined. Because what you think is how you shape your life. If you think that you are lazy, average, and good for nothing, you will be it. But if you think that you are disciplined, focused, consistent, and in the era of your comeback, you will be it. Because our thinking and what we say shapes our life into what we become. The comeback system. Now let's make this practical by dividing this into 3 phases. Phase number 1 is stop complicating the things. You can do it with simpler things, with simpler habits and simpler works. Stop overcomplicating every single thing in your life. You don't need to gulp down the entire mountain. You can start just by cleaning your study space, by drinking some more amount of water, by switching into healthy meals and such small things, because you do not always have to complete that complex task. You can start, you can begin from small steps which will lead you to bigger steps, bigger changes, and bigger results. If you start complicating things by saying I have to study 10 hours today, or I have to do this much of task in this much of time, when you are just beginning, then you are going to overwhelm yourself. This overwhelming will not push you but will hold you away from your success. It will make you feel lost, it will make you feel less confident, and it will also take your motivation away. If you have set unrealistic goals, then you know that you are not going to achieve them because they are just not real. So you will always try to run away from them, you will always try to escape from them, due to which you will not get any closer to your goal, you will just run away from them. And by complicating things like this, and by trying to achieve perfection, you are just chasing perfection. But here we are not trying to chase perfection, we are trying to chase growth and improvement. We don't want to be perfect, we want to improve with each step we take, we want to grow daily. Phase 2 is rebuild. You need to understand that consistency beats intensity. You don't need to study 8 hours in a day, but you certainly have to study 30 minutes per day. This way, you tell yourself that you're consistent, that you're focused, that you're disciplined, and you can stick to what you've said. And due to which, you have a sense that you are attaining your goals that you've set, which also increases the level of confidence in you. You have to study with focus, you have to revise what you've learned, and you need to track your progress with each new step you take each day. You don't need to track your mood or your motivation because those things are superficial. Motivation will come and go. But you need to track your progress so that you ensure you are making progress and you are not degrading. Some days will absolutely feel terrible because we all are humans. But you will have to do it anyway. You will have to push yourself forward to do it, because if you don't remain consistent on the days when it feels terrible, you are not going to get what you want. If you don't do something that average people don't do, then you are not going to be anything different than average people. This is something which really needs to be understood by people, and I'm trying to make this understood to myself as well. Phase 3 is rise. This is where the shit gets real. In polite language, this is where it gets powerful. This is the phase where you start to feel as if you are in control. This is the phase where your confidence starts to grow naturally. You start to feel more motivated, you start to feel to do more work, and you feel consistent, disciplined, focused, and overall good in and about yourself. By this phase, you will start to become the person who does not chase success but attracts it. And this is exactly where the mindset of having a comeback starts to build with a strong base. Section 4, the enemy. Have you realized who your enemy are? And if you think it's failure, then oh my god, you got it all wrong. Failure is Failure is your best friend, not your enemy. Because every time you fail, you learn to get up. Every time failure hits you, it also teaches you to rise up. Every time you go through failure, you learn to get up, to rise by yourself. The real enemy in the process where we are going to improve ourselves is our comfort. Exactly the comfort zone that you have and the comfort zone you are in right now. Maybe you wake up late because you sleep late, absolutely, and you are in your bed the whole day just scrolling through your phones, or you are in your couch like a couch potato watching television the entire day. But do you really think this is how your life is going to improve or change? If you are not willing to do something tiring, something extra, then you are not going to get extraordinary. The major problem with us is that we want to do a lot of things. We want to achieve the world, but what we are doing is nothing. We are in our comfort zone from day to night. We do not get out from it. Do you guys go to run in the morning? Do you guys do workouts, stretches so that your body can be more active? If you do, then that's really good. But if you don't, if you're just lying in your bed watching reels about other people building their physique, other people doing workouts, then yes, you surely want that body, but you are not going to do the work which is required to build that body. If you are not doing the work, you will not get the results. And when I'm telling you that your biggest enemy is comfort zone, I'm not lying. And this is something which is very powerful to say, because Leave your comfort zone is such a simple phrase to say, but when it comes in your real life, when you have to do it, it's something really, really hard. You don't know how you leave your comfort zone, and you don't know how you live by living your comfort zone. Because what can I do if I'm not in my bed? What will I do if I go out of my house to that random place where I know nobody and I have to build something for myself? But this is where the life gets real, and this is where you have to understand you are the one for yourself. You are the one who should get out of your comfort zone and build something for yourself. And another thing is that the problems, the obstacles you face in this way, and the things that other people throw at you is not your enemy, is not your problem really. What your problem lies within you. Your comfort, the feeling in your mind that this is easy, this is pretty, this is comfortable, and I don't want to leave it. This exactly is the biggest enemy. Section 5, the hard reality. When you fall, nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your teachers, and not even your future self. All you have is yourself. When you fall and you have to get up, you can take support of you and nobody else. So when you have some problems in your life, when you have to face something, when you have to go through something, the only person you can depend on is yourself. It's either you take control now or you regret it later. Because if you don't start improving when this thing hits you, then it is going to be very late for you. If you don't improve when you realize you have to improve, then you will never be able to improve, because later on you will just start to be comfortable in whatever you're doing, however you are. And your circumstances, your scenario will no longer be able to push you because you have already adapted to them. And when I'm telling you that regret is very, very great thing, it is going to backlash you for the rest of your life. And when I tell you that regret will hit the hardest, regret will hit you the most, regret is going to be so hard on you than discipline can ever will. I'm not lying. I have some sort of experience with this as well. In a lot of cases, it may not be that big of that experienced person, but yes, regret is something which is very powerful and which hurts a lot. So make sure that you stay away from regret. You do the things you can to be away from regret. You would not want to take regret in your life anytime, any days. You would rather just take the pain which comes with discipline. Section 6 is the mindset. You built a different mindset, a different version in you. You don't quit after a bad day. You don't rely on motivation. You don't rely on your mood. And you don't feel down after you hear people talk bad about you behind your back. You don't rely on what others say about you, and you don't feel as if everything's your fault in whatever people are accusing you of. You take control of you. You become responsible for yourself, and you build a strong mindset. You will show up into the work no matter how tired you are, no matter how unmotivated you are, or no matter how much you want to avoid it. You will show up again and again and again and again until the day you finally start to believe and think that it is good. You start to become addicted to it, and you start to feel as if you are becoming someone better from within yourself. Because you won't master something in a day, but you certainly will someday when you start showing up again and again. This is your moment, your time. Not perfect, not easy, but absolutely a real one, and for you. Years from now, you either say that this is the point where my life changed, or you'll say, I wish I had started there. So start now. If you're committing to this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and comment determination so that we all know how determined you are. And yes, your comeback is not delusional. It has already been triggered, it's loading, it's coming to you, but the only thing that you need to do is to be determined. Remember that the choice is centered upon you. This was it for today. This was Academer. Let's end this video with the motivation to work on a new project. Till then, keep growing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. See you then.